Hey guys, Tom Bullington here with Coldwell Banker Realty, and wanted to just go over a few things because I know interest rates are higher than they have been in recent years. The last year or so has seen interest rates rise from the 3% range, 3 to 4%, rapidly up into the sixes and sevens, and even as high as 8% as recently as last October. Right now, it's about 7.1, 7.0 for a conventional. FHAs and VAs are a little bit lower than that, but it has been a challenge for some buyers to get back into the market, and also for first-time home buyers to be able to afford some of the payments that are just not the incomes and the savings accounts out there are just not keeping up with inflation. So it has been a challenging time for buyers plus low inventory out there. But I wanted to give you several reasons why people should be interested in buying a home despite home mortgage interest rates. And just going to read a little article here I wrote and posted on my Facebook page. So one of the reasons why people should be interested in buying a home is long-term investment. Real estate is often considered a long-term investment, even with high interest rates. Purchasing a home can still be financially beneficial over the years as property values tend to appreciate over time. Renting versus owning. You're always better to own. Renting a property means paying someone else's mortgage, the landlord, whereas owning a home builds equity over time. So building equity, which means you can put that toward the purchase of another home as well. In some cases, even with higher interest rates, the monthly mortgage payment may still be comparable or even lower than rental payments. So keep those things in mind. Hedging about against inflation. Real estate is often seen as a hedge against inflation. As inflation rises, property values and rental prices tend to increase, potentially offsetting the impact of higher interest rates on mortgage payments. A desire for stability. Owning a home provides stability and security, both emotionally and financially. It offers a sense of permanence and control over one's living situation, which can be particularly appealing in uncertain times such as these. Tax benefits. Home ownership often comes with tax benefits, such as deducting mortgage interest and property taxes, which can help offset the costs associated with higher interest rates. There's a limited housing supply, as we talked about. In many areas, there's a limited supply of homes for sale, which can drive competition among buyers and lead to higher prices. In such a market, waiting for interest rates to drop may not necessarily result in more affordable housing options. Financial planning. For some individuals, buying a home is part of their long-term financial planning strategy, regardless of interest rates. They may have saved up for a down payment and are ready to take the next step in building wealth through home ownership. Again, renting is paying someone else's mortgage, it's paying your landlord, and it's essentially just flushing your money down the drain. Ultimately, the decision to buy a home should be based on individual circumstances, financial goals, and market conditions. While high mortgage rates have made home ownership more expensive in the short term, there are still many potential benefits to owning a home that may outweigh the impact of higher borrowing costs over time. So if you're thinking at all about moving, give me a call. I can recommend a few lenders to talk to, no obligation at all. They can do a soft pull on your credit, just kind of see what payments we're talking about, what interest rates. If you want to do a VA or an FHA, we can talk about that. Conventional 30-year loan, 15-year fixed loans, things of that nature to see what works best for you and your family's finances. You could be a first-time home buyer and grab an FHA loan for a reasonable amount right now. Also conventional rates. Who knows, within a couple of years, they could dip back down to the fives and fours, and you can refinance at that time. So what's a good time to buy or sell? Actually, any time, based on your circumstances. But do your homework, talk with the lender, find out a little bit more about what you can afford, and then make an educated decision from there. Again, if you have questions about buying, or if you see a home out there on the market that you're interested in, please feel free to give me a call, 651-402-6356. on the web at tombullingtonhomes.com, and we'll talk soon. Thanks.